Aloha, passengers, and welcome back to the Grand Circle Tour. Jungle Skipper Jay here, and I am with my favorite co-host, Chris Banis. Chris, how are you?
I'm good. Trying to find things to do around the house, but good.
I know, I totally get it. I live out in the country in a small town, so what everyone else calls isolation, I just call every day.
Everyday life. One thing is, though, it has forced me into hitting my treadmill a little bit harder, so that's a good thing.
I think I'm going to take my exercise bike and put it in front of the television, so I
There
have
you
no
go.
excuse now.
Well, the room that I have mine in, my husband got rid of the TV that was in there. So now I have nothing. I'm looking at a paneled wall, so that's going to have to change.
Yeah, I don't think I'd even go in that room.
Oh, yeah, he gave the TV to his dad, so he's like homebound, so he needed a newer TV because
Yeah.
the one he had he couldn't see. So we gave that to him. So it was a good sacrifice, but now it's like, okay. I take my radio in there or my phone in and listen to the radio station. I'm listening to podcasts while I'm
You know,
walking.
it's a really good excuse to get a new TV.
Yeah, I know for sure.
Thank you for joining me down here at the music shop on Main Street tonight,
Ooh, I'm so happy to be here.
which is my other favorite corner of the park outside the Jungle Cruise. I can spend all day in the music shop.
Yes.
So we are going to review a vinyl record for you guys called Disney's Ultimate Hits. It's a brand newish vinyl record from Disney that just came out last year. You can get yours like I did at the Disney Music Emporium online. Go support those guys so they keep giving us more vinyl records.
Absolutely.
They did Little Mermaid soundtrack last year for its 30th. So guys, Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin have their 30th coming up. Keep buying records for them because my copies of those two soundtracks on vinyl are almost 30 years old. I want new ones.
Wow. Yeah.
So the reason I wanted to review this album is I think this is a really good vinyl record for any of you who are just beginning your vinyl collections. Let's tell them what's on it.
Yeah. You want to
So
start?
I'll start. So
Okay.
side A is The Bare Necessities, Let It Go, How Far I'll Go, A Whole New World, Colors of the Wind, and You've Got a Friend in Me.
Okay. And side two is The Circle of Life, and it is the Elton John version.
Which is
Under
can
the
I say real quick, is a really nice
Sure.
surprise because it's not
It
listed
is.
on the record, but when you flip that over and hear the Elton John, you're like, yes.
Yes. Yes. Because I just love that. It's absolutely amazing. So Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid, and that's one of my favorites because Little Mermaid is my favorite. Spoonful of Sugar from Mary Poppins is another one that's one of my favorites. Beauty and the Beast, the Angela Lansbury version. Reflections from Mulan, and it is Leah Salonga singing it and not Christina Aguilera.
Thank God.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I was trying to be friendly. And then it ends with When You Wish Upon a Star, which is like quintessential Disney.
That's like the perfect kiss goodnight on this record.
It is, absolutely.
What I read, because I've been collecting vinyl my whole life, and I've got all of the old sound, let's say the classics on vinyl. It's so nice to hear the newer films on vinyl.
Yeah.
I mean, like Frozen, Moana, just to hear them on a compilation.
Yeah, and I got Tangled, and that one is really good as well. So
They have Hercules, but I'm waiting and hoping they do it with the score as well. I don't want just the songs. It's one of my
okay.
favorite soundtracks from Disney ever.
Yeah, it's good.
But this is a great one to just throw on. I bought this, I'd say 6 months ago, and I'm not gonna let you guys know how many times I've actually listened to it. But just to throw a record on, a Disney record, this is a great, great thing to have in the background.
Yeah. And actually, the first song that's on it, Bare Necessities, um, it Jungle Book is my all-time favorite Disney film.
You and my dad.
Just, yeah. It was the one that, well, I'm 62, so that when that came out, I was a little girl, but not too young to not be able to appreciate it. And I actually met Phil Harris. So, and I met him before the movie came out because I met him like in 60, I want to say it was like 65. He was at a convention that my dad was at for business, and he took my mom and I with. And my dad was a singer, and he always wound up entertaining as well as being a participant at this convention. And Phil Harris was there that night, and so I got to meet him, and he was telling me about this character. And when I got to go see that movie, I said, I know the bear. The most awesome thing.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm a big fan of Phil Harris.
Oh,
I probably sound older than I am, but I still listen to old time radio. So in addition to Jack Benny, I also listen to the Phil Harris and Alice Faye show.
mhm.
And passengers, if you haven't experienced old time radio, jump in with Jack Benny. He's the funniest comedian
Yes.
of the 20th century, probably the father of modern comedy. This show is hilarious to this day.
Yep. He was amazing.
There will never be another Benny, unfortunately.
No.
And much like Benny, I'm only 39.
Forever.
Forever. I will always only be 39.
Yeah, and I'm actually, here, I'm a woman, and I actually admitted my age on a podcast. Oh, boy.
Does that make me the Jack Benny of our show?
Way. Huh?
I can edit that out if you want.
No. No, it's okay. I'm proud. I don't look it, so I'm proud.
Age is just a number. I routinely forget how old I am.
Yeah, I don't look it and I don't act it. And, you can ask anybody that knows me, like we haven't met in person yet, but everybody's like, yeah, there's no way. She's not 62.
I'm 44, but I feel 24 still. So
There you go.
knock on wood for that.
Yeah, when I'm at Disney World, my body forgets that I'm not still 25, even though my
Yep.
mind thinks I am. So
Stan and George and Mindy have seen that. I go to Disney and I'm a kid again, and I don't need a nap. I don't need a timeout. I just need to play till I drop.
Nope. So what would you say your favorite song is on this particular vinyl?
On this one, I would say It's How Far I'll Go.
Okay. That's a great song.
I thought it was going to be Let It Go, which I admit I love Frozen. I love
I
Let
do
It
too.
Go. I think it's great,
Yep.
but I don't know if you guys have noticed, I kind of have a Polynesian Hawaiian thing about me with my whole family. We're very into Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
So that is now our family film.
Okay. Well, besides Bare Necessities, my other favorite, and there's actually two, Under the Sea and Spoonful of Sugar.
Let's say my other one would be Beauty and the Beast, because I don't like admitting it, but Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie. Even over the black hole. I can't watch it with anybody because I'm a sloppy mess by the end. Actually, I start crying when the first bit of score picks up. This is Walt Disney Pictures. I got tears down my cheek.
I
have to watch it alone. My biggest fear is they're going to play it on a plane. And I'll have to lock myself in the lavatory for 82 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, this is a really great compilation of songs, though. I'm really impressed with the selections that they made on this one.
And the side A, side B work really well. So if you just want to play side A over again, you could just play side A over again.
Right.
And it sounds just as good as the last time you heard it. Same with side B. I will say the one thing this album did was hearing that Elton John song made me want a full vinyl of nothing but covers from the Disney movies.
Yes.
And I'm not looking at you, Christina Aguilera. Sorry.
Yeah, that would be a great vinyl to listen to.
I really think for any of you who, even if you already have a vinyl collection, this is a great one to put in. But if you're just starting your vinyl collection and you want Disney, I think this would be one of the first 5 records you want to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only $19.99 at the Disney Music Emporium, so it's a steal.
Yes, very much so.
And unlike my previous complaints with Disney vinyls, this one comes in an actual record sleeve for safekeeping.
Yay.
I would love it if there was a little promo of this album I could find online to put at the end.
I know.
But no, this is a great one.
Maybe just pick your favorite song and put it at the end.
I'm not going to sing it, but that's how far I'll go.
Oh.
When I sing, it sounds like someone grabbed a bag of Aristocats and shook it.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, we'll take a big pass on that thing.
Can't sing, can't dance, none of it, but I can draw.
Okay, hey.
So with that, guys, I really think you should run out and get this one, not right this minute, but to build your music collection, this is a great one to have. It's a great one to start with. Or if you're like me and you've got more records than God, it's still a great one to have.
Yes. Or more records than money.
Yeah. More records than Scrooge has coins.
There you go.
So they're flicking the lights. The music shop is shutting off. We better get out of here back on Main Street. I have to get back to the Jungle Cruise before they notice I ran away.
Okay. See you guys.
If you would like to keep the adventure going after the show, be sure to like our Facebook friends page, Grand Circle Tour Magical Ticket Holders. While on Facebook, like our group page, Grand Circle Tour. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Grand Circle Tour Podcast, as well as Instagram, GCT Podcast, and our YouTube channel, Grand Circle Tour. If you would like to send us a message, you can email us at gctpodcast@gmail.com. T-shirts and other fun merchandise can be found at tpublic.com. Simply search Grand Circle Tour Podcast. If you enjoyed your adventure, leave us a review on Apple Podcast. Only one rule, make it good. Thank you for riding with us, and welcome home.